What's up, guys? It's your boy LAJ back at it again with another video. This time, let's just be real. The Dodgers, although they have a 16-game lead in the West, and they also have a 6.5 game lead on Atlanta for the best record in the National League, they're only 3 up on the Yankees and another 3.5 up on the Astros for the best record overall for home field advantage in the World Series. Now, my concern is not necessarily will the Dodgers make it to the World Series. My concern is, are they well off, or are they good enough to win the World Series? And the short answer is no. But here's why. Not necessarily a bad thing, because it's not a huge thing. I'm not going to dive too much into the bullpen because I've already discussed that in a previous video, so you guys can go check it out. But what I will discuss is the fact that we have some flaws in the offense. Now, necessarily, this isn't a bad thing because you still have Bellinger, you still have Turner, you still have Seager coming around. Geek is starting to finally turn it around and find his way, finally. Although Max Muncy is struggling, he's still potentially a problem for other pitchers in the other league. There's also the fact that A.J. Pollock, man, after the All-Star break, after being just back, is like legit killing it. And I, for right now, am going to owe A.J. Pollock an apology because we all were pretty much talking shit about his acquisition over Bryce Harper. It's starting to look like the other way around. A.J. Pollock is apparently the better player. Yeah, he's a little bit older, injury prone, but whatever the case may be, A.J. Pollock is actually the one producing a lot better than Bryce Harper. Now, here's my concern. The reason I mentioned 16 games up in the West and 6.5 in the National League is because that is key to right now the Dodgers being able to experiment. And what are some of the experiments that the Dodgers could do? Well, for one is bring up some pen arms, or maybe some of the prospects that are pitchers like Dustin May, Ryan, Tony Gonsolin didn't work out so well, but they still have other pitchers that they could potentially bring up, and they could fill up the void in the bullpen. But that I'll put the video up for the comments or something so you guys can check it out, and some of the cheaper options that the Dodgers could have potentially in trading, because I know everybody wants Vasquez from the Pirates, but you already know he's going to cost at least 2 of our top 4 prospects, which includes Gavin Lux or Will Smith, if not both. But here's what I will discuss. Obviously, there's no doubt that the pen is a problem. That's no doubt. I do have a feeling that Joe Kelly will definitely turn it around and find his way, and we'll potentially see the 2018 Joe Kelly that showed up, and man, he carried the Boston Red Sox in that 18-inning game. But reality is, although the Dodgers are set with their offense 1 through 7, there's that catcher's position that is struggling. Austin Barnes, he rode 2017 to the end, and apparently it was just that 1 year because 2018 didn't turn out so well. It was Manny Grandal, and it was just garbage. And this year, it's turning out that Austin Barnes is also struggling and not really panning out as well. It is a problem for what I'm suggesting, and that is either call up Will Smith or make a trade for someone. The reason being because we are so far into the season, bringing up a new catcher or trading for a new catcher is necessarily going to start hindering and being a problem for the pitchers, because they've already adjusted to a certain catcher, whether it be Russell Martin or Will Smith. And if we, let's say, call up Will Smith, I'm sorry, I meant Austin Barnes instead of Will Smith. I meant Will Smith being called up. But if we were to call up Will Smith right now, would he have enough time to adjust to the pitchers and the pitchers adjust to him? Because we see his potential. We see that he's able to bring some offense into this team, but he is very young. Do you feel comfortable having him in the postseason roster? That's the condition. That's a situation over someone like Austin Barnes, who has 2 World Series experience, and Russell Martin, who has the veteranship. I personally don't, but I would like to see what he's capable of. Maybe calling him up to be a part-time catcher on certain days. Like, one every 5th or 6th day, have him start. But that's one thing. Another thing that isn't necessarily so bad is trading for a catcher. Someone like, and I've been watching this. I like legit watching teams that are struggling and really don't have a future or a guidance to what they're going for in the future. And a team like the Seattle Mariners, who started off very hot, but some way, somehow, just completely died out. I feel like they have a good catcher that could potentially be a suitor for the Dodgers. That suitor right now is Omar Narvaez for the Seattle Mariners. Great catcher, young, 27-year-old, under contract till 2021. He's not a free agent. So if, let's say, right now, Keeper Ruiz was recently just promoted AAA, 2 for 4 last night, did pretty well. Will Smith, he did suffer a brief little injury, nothing too big, swelling of the hand, but he's still dominant. I see definitely either someone like Will Smith coming in and running with it, or they trade for an Omar Narvaez, because again, our weakness is now 1 through 7. It's not the back end. It's just one position, which is the catcher. Offensively. I'm not saying they're bad defensively, not yet in that sense, but potentially someone that could come in and help out the team could be pretty good. Now, let's talk about Gavin Lux. Here's another reason why having a big lead in the West and a marginal lead in the entire division or league is good. We could call up someone like Gavin Lux, who's killing it in AAA, just straight up murdering the team over there. And he is pretty much vocally saying, visually saying, you guys need a second baseman. I'm willing to learn second base and play second base so you guys can call me up and fill that void. And that's what he's doing. He started playing second base. He's killing the ball offensively. He's learning second base. And this either lights a fire under someone like Austin Barnes, Russell Martin, Kike Hernandez, Max Muncy, Jock Peterson, because these rookies that are coming up are ready. They're running with their opportunity. Look at Matt Beatty. Walk off. Well, it was a go-ahead home run. 3-run home run that really got us out of that pickle with the Marlins series. But Matt Beatty is fearless, and he's already here to come. So I'm interested in finding out what you guys think. I want to know what you guys are thinking, what you guys want the Dodgers to do, if anything, because July 31st is literally like this week. So they have a couple of days, and I really don't hear anything that they're doing. So it'd be nice to know that they're planning on something to fill these voids and help out the offense a little bit more to push them over the edge. But Dodger fans, don't freak out because they didn't get a bullpen arm or they didn't fix it, because look at the standings, look at the stats, look at the numbers. No one stands out right now as far as a dominant bullpen. The Dodgers, I think, don't quote me on this, I gotta confirm that, but I think they're in first place as far as bullpen arms, and that's given that they have a pretty bad arm with Yimi Garcia, Caleb Ferguson just straight up fucking it up. But they still have a top bullpen, given the fact that they're bad. So no one is standing out. So it isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it would be nice to kind of fortify that weakness. So I'm interested again in finding out what you guys think, what your thoughts are. Of course, I'm always going to be listening. I'm always going to be watching to you guys, see what you guys think, and your opinions always matter. So hit me up, let me know, and I'll be here waiting for you guys. And as always, I'm LAJ. Make sure you guys follow and stay tuned for some more info. Do some other stuff on the Dodgers, and I can't wait for them to dominate. So you guys take care. See you guys.